And we're live. Hello, this is Tacoma Comics coming at you late at night, though not as late as last night. If you caught the show last night, Wine and Comics late at night, every Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This show is not nearly as late as that. We're a full hour earlier. Here's what I got for you today. Got a little bit stir crazy. Been ordering a lot of comics, but I haven't dug through comics. I knew there was one place might be able to go. Stores are closed, but there is a place. There is a place. Now, Meg, you might know this place. I'm not going to mention the name of it. It wasn't open, but I gave the guy a phone call. I said, hey, love to stop by and pick something up roadside. And he's like, no, come on in. I'm like, I got a $50 bill, just choose $50 of comics, bring them out. And he's like, no, you can come in. It's locked. There's nobody in here. So I took the chance. Discovery Bay is in the house. Been discovered. So I took a chance. This guy has these packages, and I got a lot of them. I got a whole box full of them today. John is here. Hello, John. And so we're going to open some comics. And I'll tell you what, anybody here that wants to open some comics or hang out, I got no problem. I will drop a little invite down here because even I get bored of myself after a while. So I was looking at all these, and he's restocked since he's closed down and had nothing to do. He has restocked. But this first pack, pretty heavy. He had an $8 price tag on. So what I'm hoping to do, hoping to find a bunch of minor keys in good condition, hoping to find that one major key that he didn't know about because he's a pop culture guy, not strictly a comics guy. And I'm hoping to find a lot of stuff to put in the $1 and $2 sections next time I do a pop-up sale with Mr. Discovery Bay. And hey, look who's here. His name is John's Comics with Kids. Two Gun Pagers in the house. Pew pew. John, how you doing, my friend?
All right. Hey, teachers after dark, right?
Absolutely, man. How's teaching going for you?
I hate distance learning. I mean, I know it's the only choice we got right now, and the kids are doing really, really well. But I really want to be in my room with my kids.
Yeah, 100%. And I teach robotics, and so that makes it
right?
So difficult. Like
Yeah.
I'm teasing it out slowly. I should mention anybody that's watching Instagram. Watch Lego Education tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. They'll be interviewing me, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. They'll be interviewing me. I'll be doing a little thing with them that's not connected to my Tacoma Comics account. That's my Coach Chow Miller account for coaching robotics in soccer. But, it's the same person, just different accounts. So let's open this one up. Now, what I noticed in this pack was two things. I noticed two things right here. This one, Jungle Action 24. Some of these are pretty pricey. This is the last one. First appearance of Wind Eagle. It's a decent comic in mint condition. It's like a $20 comic. This is not mint condition, but that made me gravitate towards this pack. And what was on the front of the pack was this one that I've never seen. This is the first appearance of Cindy Moon, not the first appearance of Silk. That comes 4 issues later, but this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon.
Is that a variant cover? Because
that's a variant cover that I've never seen.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
It's super thick like it. It's in really nice condition. I mean, probably like a 4 or 6. There's no ticks. It needs a press. Does not need a clean. If you look at the barcode, it says it's the 5th variant of the 4th printing. So that usually means it's a store. Usually when they get like that many printings, but that's usually a store variant of some sort. So this is the, what's it called? Let's say right there. I can't read it. The Dimension X variant. So pretty cool. I'd say right off the bat, I got something worthwhile. I don't know that I made my $8 back. I've got this Daredevil Yellow from Joseph Loeb and Tim Sale.
Yeah,
never seen that.
I like Daredevil Yellow. I know that some of his other ones people didn't like as much. Like he did Spider-Man Blue, and
I saw that. I've seen
Captain
that.
America.
Yeah, I want to read it though. It looks Cool.
I like Daredevil Yellow a bunch. I think it's
Oh,
underrated.
Totally good to hear that. Little, late 80s goodness, West Coast Avengers
West Coast
11,
Avengers, baby.
right? Newsstand and
I
probably.
loved that when I was a kid, man. West Coast Avenger was the bomb.
I remember there was an issue that I just remember where like Dazzler and Wonder Man hooked up, and
Yeah.
and
There's a
she
lot
just
of it was very soap opera-y that West
right,
Coast Avengers.
and she discovered that like he was not the young hunk because she saw like he was wearing like a waistband and like he had a toupee, and I just remember that from a kid. Like I remember that issue. I don't know why. This is really cool. It was sticking up like this, so I'm like, what's on the back? That's not the
Ooh.
death of Captain Marvel. That's that really big
Yeah.
popular one. That's the life of Captain
Is
Marvel.
this some Starlin?
I will go check it out, and it is indeed Jim Starlin and Joe Sinnott. So that is super cool.
That is
Right
very
up,
cool.
right. Oh man, look at this artwork. Just chock full of like space goodness from the 80s.
Man.
And that's in great condition. Right off the bat, I'd say this was worth it for an $8 pack, and we're not close to being through it.
I really hope they start putting Starlin in all the Marvel movies from here on out. Just instead of now they don't have Stan. If they could put like Starlin in, because wasn't he in Endgame? Didn't they put him in somewhere in Endgame? I think.
I don't know my movie trivia.
Think he was.
My,
I think
my
he was
kids,
in. I think he was in the like Captain America's therapy group, the one that he sits with that has the director there.
Right. Where they're
one
all
of the other people was Jim Starlin, and
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I think it'd be cool if they got him in because they need to replace Stan with another great
another like Walt Simonson or something like that. That would be very cool
for sure.
I just want to check the chat. Say hello to Stanables. Stanables, let me know if you got your box yet. Who else can? Captain Comics is in here. Funk Comics is in here. I don't know much about this one. Just a little Fantastic Four. Heroes Reunited. So some sort of early 90s mini run, I guess. Looks like very 90s artwork. I just opened up to a page there.
Hello, Funk Fellas 814.
Yeah, Funk Comics is in here. I got one of these movie covers for Deadpool.
Oh man,
very cool. That's Shaft, right?
Those are funny. Yeah, very Shaft. Yeah,
dude, I'll take that any day. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl
Squirrel
#1.
Girl, yep.
So for $8 for a comic collector, I mean, there's no major thing in here, but for a comic collector,
but everything is
like fun stuff, right?
Yeah, at least
little Thor there. Nice. That's kind of dirty on the back. That's when they advertising Power Pack.
Power Pack. Yeah, there you go.
I can clean that. This is nice though.
Thing, yeah.
I like that comment. Ooh, I'll show you something cool coming up. So we got a 25 center Conan.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And
check with if you're looking to sell any Conan. I recommend everybody check with Edwin the Comic Jabroni because he's working on the run. So he might be interested in for $1, $2 to buy a bunch of them.
I will talk to him. See that's the Comic Jabroni.
Yeah, Edwin the Comic Jabroni is collecting. He just got a huge set of the magazine size ones.
That's what I used to collect, man. I sold them all. I had
so little by little he's going through. He'll have a list of exactly what issues he's missing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, John, I know you commented on it, but let me just show off a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And so Jasir was just so awesome. He reached out. Like I said, it's a beautiful condition. We made a nice deal, totally fair price. And you said, I'm reaching out because I know you're a fan. I've got an extra one. So this is. Have you ever read ElfQuest with the girls?
I never have. No.
I would definitely suggest it. I mean, I busted out the graphic
novel on the Marvel app
with my kids. About 2 years ago, we sat down and just when Nicholas was starting to learn to read, and they really got into it. Little Omega the Unknown #6, nice 30 center. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle.
Yeah, it's not on the app. That's a bummer. I'll have to figure out a way to get it on Hoopla or something.
Yeah, you can get some decent like trade collections pretty cheap, probably. Right there,
Marvel's greatest
comics. Love it, man. I'm loving this pack. Max Comics Born. I don't know anything about this. That's
Punisher, actually. That's part of the Punisher storyline. Max.
Oh,
That's when
sweet.
he's in Vietnam. That's like his early storyline. If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken,
no,
they
you're
titled one of the
absolutely right.
miniseries. Yeah. So
Sandoval's,
the
yeah,
miniseries that Ennis did to go along with the Punisher Max
uh-huh.
were just titled that, you know, so Born was one of the titles.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, just checking the chat. Sandoval's, this was an $8 pack, no tax because I was paying cash in the COVID
Look at
times.
that cover.
And so another one of these packs is number 4, and I have number 1. So I'm hoping I can find number 2 in here somewhere.
That's
Great
great.
movie.
Hey, God Tank.
Oh,
God
dude.
Tank's in the chat. Fyra.
Oh, yep. Hey, God Tank, I got to talk to you someday about getting a cover done. It's got my COVID money. I know you got a list, but
Yeah, he
I
does. He's got a
definitely,
list.
I definitely
He's
want to
so
get something
talented,
done.
man.
Number
That's
1,
Beavis and Butthead.
Newsstand. Oh man,
That's
I'm
great.
too excited. I can sell that for $10 easy. Make back my money already. Anybody? I think this is a video game related one. St. George Shadowline Saga.
I don't know it, but it's a cool cover.
Yeah, no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of my favorite covers ever. Buckle in because this is the first pack of it out of about 10. Just because they show Wolverine in his actual size, right? That's why
Yeah.
you got to love it. And you got on the graves, you've got Sienkiewicz and Al Milgrom and a couple different names. If you look
I think I
closely,
just recently sold one of those. That's a
right
great
at the
one.
headstone. This one's not in any good condition. I'll probably give that away to somebody. I got a couple of those.
Rob Worst is in the chat. Are you hating
Mhm.
on Punisher Max? He says, I think I have every issue of Punisher since Ennis took over till now. So much trash. I'm assuming he means that the Ennis run is good, but the stuff since Ennis to now is trash. But I'm not sure what he's saying.
Could be a little Nova, but it's got a crappy price sticker on. So I go in the garbage. Utopia. That is Uncanny X-Men Dark Avengers Utopia #1 by Matt Fraction and Mark Silvestri. Unfortunately, it's not in good condition. Has everybody been watching Comics for Creators and Books Incorporated? I don't know. If you're on Twitter, you've seen it, right?
No,
A whole bunch of creators are auctioning off stuff now, and all the money's going to local comic shops. And so I've been watching Twitter all day. Kieran Gillen would do a one-shot campaign based on Die. He'd be the DM with 5 guys. That's up to like $500. Kelly Sue is auctioning off a Captain Marvel jacket that she got from Marvel on the set. Chip Zdarsky will write an erotic story with you in it, and he'll read it to you in his sexy voice, and that's up to like 400. I mean, these creators are going out. Like Brian Michael Bendis and Matt Fraction and Kelly Sue will have dinner with you virtually. It's just amazing, like the stuff that's being offered. Leah Williams, who's on the Gwenpool Strikes Back, is gonna will get drunk and play Animal Crossing with you and stuff. I mean, it's like all this crazy cool stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
So a little Submariner initiative here. Nothing too big there, but kind of cool.
Funny that you're mentioning Chip Zdarsky because tomorrow night I'm doing something off. I get to hang out with him offline.
Wow!
So I'm helping the Hero Initiative
for the mainframe thing.
It's pre-mainframe. Apparently, the Hero Initiative is like several artists are giving their time to be in like like 5-on-1 chats in Zoom. And so for $100, you could spend an hour talking to one of these creators.
Oh, nice.
And I'm supposed to moderate the Chip Zdarsky one tomorrow night.
Awesome.
I've never met Chip Zdarsky, but I'm a huge fan, and so I get to like sit there and kind of moderate a little chat with him.
My friend Ian thinks you're the greatest, man.
That's basically what I'll be doing for like an hour. Yeah.
Oh, this is don't know this one, but it's by the guy who co-created Deadpool. So this is Citizen Battalion.
Is that Amalgam Comics?
It's just a straight up Marvel action.
That's funny. It looks like an amalgam.
He's from the pages of Thunderbolts, Citizen and the Battalion. Sorry, know nothing about this.
I hear, Rob, that Chip Zdarsky's hilarious. That he's just really funny, man. Genuine kind of guy.
Clandestine, depending on your.
My goal is to mention that we're doing these other charity events through the mainframe, and hopefully get him to come over.
Look at that, man.
Ravager
Ravager's
2099.
number one.
It's funny because I
Newsstand.
never read the regular, so
Dude.
to have a 2099 version is like, okay, well, I don't know either one.
That's a newsstand from it's only from 92. I guess
It would have been early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, they just charged $1.75 because it's shiny or something. I don't know. Welcome, Mastodon. Oh, Tech World. This is Shatner's stuff, right?
Yep.
Tons of novels and stuff. Marvel. Ooh, New Universal number 5. Warren Ellis. And then we got that Black Panther. No, it's not that. It definitely needs a press and a clean, but it's not horrible.
I'll tell you, any jungle action book is going to be way more than $1. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Those are great reads, those jungle actions.
Absolutely. All right. So this next one ran $10, and I picked. He had restocked his shelves, and he had about 30 or 40 packs. But this one had an X-Men on it, and so it's a crappy X-Men, but it had an X-Men, and it had this Generation X cover by Jim Mafood that I just love, and I've always wanted this one. So I said I'll go for that one. And anybody that wants to join us, and drop in the link in the chat. Me and John are hanging out, and and there's a polybagged Executioner song in here too that's not open. Oh.
Nice. I think that's an underrated read. I really enjoyed that.
Well, that was right when I stopped reading X-Men. That was like when I went to college, 1990. I couldn't afford comics. Newsstand and directed market were kind of even right around 1990. And I just, I fell out of comics for a good 22 years, believe it or not. So, yeah, I love that.
I enjoyed Executioner Song and Extinction Agenda. Those are two of my favorite events.
I believe that's his signature because his name is already on.
There it is.
There.
Yeah.
So I got him just. He used to put out something called Stupid Comics, and I got him to do that. So this is Stanley Presents Generation X Underground Special. This is a Marvel comic, so this is legit. But I've always loved that cover and just really wanted it. Dropped my headphones a bit though. So hey, let's welcome the Mastodon himself.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Doing?
All right.
If you guys haven't seen, Donnie's been doing some great music breakdowns on his channel. Some great albums where he goes back and talks about those albums and what they meant to him and what they meant musically. And sub up Don and Mastodon, and you're gonna find some good music lately. Besides just good comic stuff, like the music, I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
cool. All right, This is an all X slot, so we got this nice X-Men Adventures. Now this is getting to be number one. Is getting to see now. I'm putting you guys off to the side. Like this is my show.
It should be. It should be.
Number 2 is probably worth nothing, but it's nice to pair with number 1, which I have at least one copy of. X Factor 80.
Oh yeah,
that's that new team, the X Factor new team,
right, buddy?
Yeah. Uncanny. What if number 1? What if Uncanny X-Men number 1?
Seen that one before.
I've never seen that before either. Rise and Fall of the Shi'ar Empire. Very cool.
That's a really cool cover.
Yeah, X-Men 298. That'll go probably to my classroom for reading because I got that a million times over.
Oh yeah,
I think I have that one.
And then still polybagged.
There it is.
Nice.
And check out the card that came with it.
Nice.
Bishop and Wolverine.
Bishop and Wolverine. Yeah, nice.
Right.
Another one.
That's a great. I love that cover.
294. Yeah, it's a cool cover. And that one has this Professor X looking pretty cool, which is hard to do for Professor X.
Yeah.
I have those. Mine aren't polybagged though.
Yeah.
No, I've read the life out of mine. There's an early 300. Yeah.
Yep. 302. I think 306 and 303 are their early three. Oh, dang. It's not the Whitman one. I'll show you in a second. What is that? 301. So we got a nice run, but look, we got it right there. It's not the Whitman variant, but that's still a minor key right there.
Yep.
Love that. 303. 307.
Oh, I have that one from when I was a kid.
And then
love that cover.
I think I have this, but 320, and it's the Wizard edition.
Nice.
Ooh, interesting. And mine's definitely not the Wizard edition.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, this guy was just packing together. Oh, I think I have this. I'll see. what is my friend's name? Lady Fantastic. Let me know if you need this one. I have not seen you around. I know you're kind of.
Which issue is that?
494. Anybody need it? I'll have to check if I need it, but I think I've got 494. The cover looks familiar to me. Like there was a run between the 480s and the 500s where everything was an Emma Frost cover. Like, let's sell comics with Emma Frost.
They knew their audience.
Nice. New Mutants 48.
Nice.
Generation X 64. Oh, Rob Worst wants to join us. Come on in, Rob.
Hey.
Rob with the shirt and tie. How you doing, my friend?
CLZ as usual.
What's going on, Rob?
I'm done.
So we got
CLZ
What are you going to do on these live streams now, Rob?
Warren Ellis on
no,
Generation X.
Rebag and board.
Look at this Gambit cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome. I got a nice Marvel Comics Presents or Classic X-Men. I don't know which one it is. I can just tell because there's a back cover. It is Classic X-Men.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have 21. Look at that.
That's a great one. Yeah, I've got a little run of those going too.
I've got like 1 through 20 something, so I might have that. Whedon's Astonishing X-Men 14.
I don't think I've got that issue. So if you want to pass it on, let me know.
Let me just put my notes. Classic. Now, just because I'm not sure, I don't want to be a fool to John comic with JCWC. Classic X-Men and X-Men Classic is the same thing. They just switched the name somewhere in the run.
Yeah, they
wanted to double check that there weren't like two runs.
And they started with the X-Men that I loved. So they started at Giant Size X-Men was Classic X-Men #1. And then it went from there on. And so I've been getting them for my girls because they love it.
Is it just a repeat of the stories or is it just...
It is, but then they always add a little on to the story at the end. So there's always a little 3-4 pages that are new material. And then they redo the cover. So they get a new version of the original cover, and then they get the original cover included in the back.
I'm guilty of collecting, not reading that series, but I think
I read them a ton when I was younger because I couldn't afford the issues, but I could read where I was in the 200s,
nice.
And I could go back and read the early issues.
Sweet. I don't know this one either. Astonishing X-Men Saga.
I don't know that one either.
Be part of that. Who's the writer? Because I mean, if it's Astonishing X-Men, it would be Whedon, right?
It should be Joss Whedon.
I think it's just a collection of stuff, though.
It's based on Astonishing X-Men 1 to 12 by Joss Whedon and John Cassidy. It's actually written by Eric Morales, so it is actually a summary. Yeah, no, it totally is a summary.
Oh, okay. I have a New Mutants book. It's like that.
All right, go ahead, Standables. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. The added view covers are great on those Funk. X-Force 13 from a later run.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. Generation X. Oh, Kieran Gillen's on this. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Later New Mutants issue from the 2000s. And yeah, this is the one that I saw. This is actually the cover slipping off. I'm just going to trash this in X-Men 308. So really nice. Right now, I'd say I'm 2 for 2 in terms of getting my money or getting over my money.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely happy. Let's go away from X-Men because a lot of these were X-Men. So this is a random bag. I grabbed it because it had Toxic Avenger 4. And it had the regular cover.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Cindy Moon's first appearance.
Which I think you might have sold me that book.
I've had this cover many times. I keep finding it. You can sell it for like $5, $6, $7. It's kind of what it goes for. So I figured since the bag was $8 and I already see a comic that I want and a comic that I have that I could sell for $5, almost broke even. So Toxic Avenger #4, Lethal Linda and the Legend of Sludge Force. It's worth it right there.
Awesome.
Great title.
I actually know somebody that's reading those.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm actually, I had one and I never planned on collecting 2, 3, or 4, but now that I have 3 and 4, any Stephen King fans? There's a little Dark Tower, Treachery.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that. I never read the novels. I love Stephen King. There's so much to like. It's a lifetime to get into him. Anita Blake. Ooh.
Rob, aren't you in Florida somewhere?
Yeah.
It's
Miami.
ripped.
A little bit late at night to be wearing a suit, man. Where did you get?
I just finished my show. I was about ready to start going into the other room, but I had a bunch of Fantastic Four to put away.
Nice. Unfortunately, there's a rip on the spine there.
I love Real American Hero. I think it's
G.I. Joe 90, and it's a newsstand, but there's a rip on it.
I wish there was a way for me to get like hardcovers of that run or something.
That'd be cool.
Real American Hero is so underrated.
I got this today with a rip in it too. It's unfortunate.
Which
issue is that?
This is 129, the first appearance of Thundra.
Oh yeah,
nice.
You can see right at the corner. You can see right here. But it was $5, and I was missing it. It was on the list.
There you go.
You got to go. You got to go for the list. So, I have that, but that's really cool. Got a little early Dazzler.
Ooh.
Nice.
Call of Duty by Chuck Austin, Daniel Les, The Wagon. Don't know that.
I used to have one of those. That got donated.
In case I want to make the collect the whole series. It is in Alley number 2.
There he is.
There you go.
Part of the Thunderbolts.
There's got to be a Stephen King fan out there somewhere that wants Dark Tower, the Gunslinger's Guidebook. This is like the guidebook to the Marvel Universe. It's the Gunslinger.
Low printed one shot.
It probably, man. Probably. Another Warren Ellis universe. I think I already had 5, so I think that's a repeat. Another,
we just got it in the last box, didn't
another Tech World. I think that might even be the same thing. Now, see, I've seen these in half-price books. I never saw these when they came out, but this Oz run, number 8, pretty cool. It's an all-ages book.
That's pretty fun.
Must be from the 80s. Yeah, no, 1992. This is Sam and Max, the freelance per release.
See, I love how versatile Rob Wurst is. Like Rob's looking up and he's like, that's a good read. And I'm like, I've never even heard of this book. He's like, oh, the writer is so and so. Like Rob is so well versed, man.
Check that out.
Just
right there.
read everything.
The Marvel,
it's amazing. You're amazing.
The Marvel's greatest comics right there. Very cool. 30 center.
I like that cover.
The price, yeah, it's really
the
nice
thing
cover.
there smoking or something.
Ben Grimm. No, there's smoke whispering around him, but he doesn't actually have a cigar on him at this point.
He's almost always got that stogie going.
Yeah, that's a Kree warrior right here.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
nice.
Cool. Check this. This one's pretty beat, but it's a nice red Sonya. Number 3, She-Devil with a sword. Sonya. Another 30 center, and another 30 center, Skull the Slayer. I don't even know Skull the Slayer.
I have the trade. Marv Wolfman story.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Marv Wolfman. I think not Marv Wolfman. Somebody else plays a major role in one of the comics coming up later. There's a stamp on this. The guy had a stamp for KJ, and he stamped all over this and on the last one. Look next to the S. See that KJ? KG?
Oh, yeah.
KG, yep.
Look at the M and the G in Marvel's Greatest on this one.
Nice.
So the same guy who owned this collection has stamped everything.
I'm pretty sure that Lady Fantastic was working on a Skull run.
Somebody was coloring in the Avengers on this Marvel triple action.
Yeah. Did you hear Rob saying that Lady Fantastic is working on a Skull run?
Is she really?
Well, she is. I remember her bringing it up in one of her haul videos.
So Caroline might be interested in that book.
Lady F.
Thanks, Rob.
There you go.
Good looking out, Rob. Good looking out.
Yeah, I thought I was going to bed after this. Apparently, I'm going to go contact people on IG. YouTube doesn't have a chat feature.
You need this book?
There's another Conan. Throw it in the Edwin pile.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Bill got his name down here.
I was going to say, I think I just picked that issue up.
Did you?
I think.
Thing versus the Thing. You know I'm going to have to go on a Thing run.
The storyline after Secret Wars when he had like his powers could come and go and stuff.
This is not quite the issue that you want if you're going for a Thor that begins in 3 and ends in 7. Still pretty cool. Still pretty cool.
That's hilarious.
Early Doctor Strange, number 24.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that
30,
cover.
30 center, 30 center.
Nice.
Think I'm messing
Bronze
up
is
myself.
good. Little Transformers. It's all beat to crap.
Most of them are.
That's
Yeah.
got that Grimlock on it. That's my nephew's favorite.
Ooh, Fantastic Four number 556. Getting pretty close to the end of the run, right? Black Widow number 3. More Daredevil yellow. Book 6. So I probably have like 1 and 6. Now I got to go check. Get 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, got a nice Daredevil 149. That's in decent condition. The back is dirty, but I can clean that. It's not like ripped or crinkled. Nice. And then that's Spider-Man. So I'm going to say I'm 3 for 3 in terms of value with these boxes, which means one of the next ones is going to be a stinker.
Just throw a little bit of this on the back cover and you'll be good.
Is that putty?
No, it's called Absorberine.
Yeah.
Absorine. And it kind of putties up like this. You roll into a ball and you just use it to swipe one direction only on your comic books. So this is the third thing that I use.
Wow.
I used
I'm learning here.
Yeah, so I use the Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. I use this first.
I was just going to say that.
You see how dirty this one is? So definitely you can get this stuff super cheap online.
Just have extras here.
Just looks like this.
Look at you guys, like all twins.
Yeah. And so you just very carefully with this one. Don't push hard or you will take color off on older books. But if you go lightly, it'll just take dirt off.
Oh.
Then I
Most
use the
importantly, get one of these. Don't blow on the book.
I don't have that, and that's my next thing. Yep. This is an Absorine pad.
Yeah.
I use this, and I haven't found much difference between these two, but I do go in order from that Mr. Clean thing to this, and then to this. And then if I also need to get like a dental pick for like getting little bits of sticky grime off. And
so for that, I have all this here. This is my little kit. You can get this for like $10 on Amazon. And I just have these couple little erasers with just the heads on them like this. Just like mechanical pencils.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are crazy, man.
I was watching a guy on Instagram use those.
Yeah, I saw that same video.
You don't need all of these here, but just one little pick like this can help pick back a corner of a book or like folded over top of a book.
Okay, yeah.
Crinkled. So better that than a fingernail because I did it today.
You're going to rip it with a fingernail.
I took off like a little piece of it when I meant to break this out instead.
Yeah. All right. So this next pack, again, $10. It's pretty big. But the first one was a DC Universe logo. And I've gotten a lot of these DC Universe logos from this guy. So I figured I would take a chance on the pack and see what I can get.
I'm gonna head to bed here, Ian.
Sounds smart. Sounds smarter than me.
Yeah,
night,
I should probably go too.
Night, John. Good seeing you.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah.
There's just 2 of us. I'll go split screen. Oh, there's 3 of us. Okay, I'll keep it this way. I told my wife it'd be half an hour, but she's probably found something good to watch. All right, so right off the bat, I've got this Kevin Smith Batman Cacophony. Not too interested, but it's there. It's a book. Ooh, are you fucking kidding me?
Nice.
That makes up the $10 right there. Biggie shot and splash page in the house. Hello, sirs. Batman 642. Nothing too important there. Batman Adventures. It's the wrong one. Number 10.
Hey, Biggie.
Batman Cacophony. Again, I don't know anything about this series.
Kevin Smith. That was with that character. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I took Latin in high school.
Everything instead of actually doing it like bang.
Oh, check this out. John Byrne, Superman and Batman Generations, 79 to 89. I know nothing about this. Funk Comics, reach out to me on IG. Those are freebies, man. I don't need them. I'm glad to help somebody out. Book 204. So there you go. Bang! Comics on My Mind is here.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, my
Just wait.
friend?
Kirk's gonna jump in, isn't he?
Little shadow of the bat. Well, let me drop the link again. It's kind of up a little too far for people to see. Boom. There you go. Ooh, Forever Evil Arkham War #1. Very cool. Forever Evil Arkham War #2.
Comic Book Atheist wants to know: is this an auction?
This is not a steep. I'm showing off this stuff. Will probably show up on the comic pop-up shop. Anything that I don't want. This is just stuff that I purchased blindly. That I'm just opening up to see what I got, just because I see what I want. So I don't know much about these. I know there's a whole like set of them that people are trying to collect, but that's just a cool cover. Got a Batman Annual number 11, and
that's
this
Alan Moore.
This is in gorgeous condition too.
Nice book.
Really nice.
Yeah, Alan Moore wrote one of the stories in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. More Batman Adventures.
Is that a DC universe?
It is not. Nope. So far, only one DC universe. Oh, it looks like he snuck a Marvel into this DC pack. Detective Comics. Is this Marvel? Oh no! That's why I thought this was Marvel. It's just a Batman newsstand number 344, but it is not DC universe. Another Shadow of the Bat.
Too early.
Another Shadow of the Bat. Oh, this is a great cover. Look at this. Look at this Batman cover. Loving this cover.
Oh, poor man.
Nice Nightwing. I think I'll send this to JP. Yeah, poor man. I'll give you second shot on Rob's got one.
Rob pulls it out of the
Yeah.
box.
APMC, you can have second claim after me. Little Showcase 93 with Robin. And Robin #3, which is nice because coming up I've got Robin Joker's Wild #1. I believe this came polybagged originally with like a holographic something there, but I could be wrong. And then
see if you have any of those second, third prints that are newsstands that are the super rare stuff
like that. Yeah, I don't think so. And then there's the DC logo, which is a cool cover too.
Nice.
So pretty excited.
Joker cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a cover my daughter would like.
Yeah. So let me pick out this one. This one really excited me. This was an $8. Who said Marv Wolfman earlier?
I did.
So you tell me if this is a Marv Wolfman signature on this book. If I don't drop the whole pack and destroy everything. So I've looked everywhere for a cover that has Marv Wolfman and it says 100 out of 299.
That's him.
That's him, right? That's not the way the cover looked. So unfortunately, there's no C. Oh,
why would Mark?
Hey, there's a COA.
I'm just curious why he signed the book. Did he create Black Cat?
That's the only Marv Wolfman signature I have, so I don't. But if you got a COA.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Show it again, Mastodon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I could only see the corner. There you go.
Where are we at here?
Yeah, that looks
pretty. Yeah, that big, definitely. You can't see it because I just got everybody out of the way. But it definitely is his.
Strike through you have.
I guess he drew her originally. I don't know, man.
Oh, really?
I'm guessing, right? Because
that was by Kevin Smith and the Dodsons.
Right.
Mark Wolfman.
Dynamic Forces Incorporated has issued the certificate to authenticate this copy of Spider-Man Black Cat, The Evil That Men Do #1 as a one of specially limited series of 290 copies signed by Marv Wolfman. Somebody in the chat, go look that up and tell me why Marv Wolfman is signing a book that came out, 10 years after he stopped doing comics, because I'd love to know.
I'm personally curious myself.
Yeah.
I have no answer for you.
Super excited. I'm super excited to get this Daredevil 237. It sounds like Claw. It looks like death.
Nice.
Yeah. So just with that that Marv Wolfman signature, I got that Daredevil yellow. This is book 4.
Nice.
So I haven't read these, but John said he liked this better than he liked the Spider-Man Blue.
It was back when Jeff Loeb was writing. His writing was still good then.
Yeah. Another Black Widow. So I got 2 and 3 in that. Another Fantastic Four late issue, number 555. I don't know anything about late Fantastic Four. I only know about 1980s Fantastic Four. Now that is a little ticked up.
Nice.
Number 3 in a 4-issue limited series, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. Again, it's Thor the Mighty Avenger, number 2. Another Thor that starts with 3. And KG is on there too, right under the T and H. He stamped all. So Black Cat, thank you, was created by Marv Wolfman and Dave Cockrum. I did not know. I'm psyched to know.
I didn't know that either.
And I'm super psyched to have his signature on that book now. I like to meet people. I like to meet people to get signatures, but I'll take that one since he's not signing anymore. And I'll take the Stan Lee that I bought at Half Price Books just because. Another Conan. Oh, this is cool. Howard the Duck Annual, number 1.
Nice.
1002nd Arabian Night.
I think I have that book.
There we go.
I have the Howard the Duck with the first appearance of Kiss in comics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Defender 67.
Nice.
And speaking of Howard, I think Howard the Duck 14. That's not the Kiss one. That's 16, right?
Isn't that 12, 13? I could be wrong. I don't know.
I can't remember, but I don't think it'd be crazy if I had doubles of the first appearance of Kiss in the comic. I don't think it's.
Let's find out.
Somebody look it up. I think it's 16. Somebody who's coloring my fucking Defenders. I should be upset. I spent $8 on the whole thing. Seawood. Oh.
Howard the Duck 12, 13.
Go on, Carson.
Okay. Hey, Seawood, you're going to appreciate this. I'm just going to backtrack to that. There you go. Black Cat, signed by Marv Wolfman with a COA. Apparently, to the astonishment of a lot of us, Marv Wolfman created Black Cat along with, who was it?
Dave Cockrum.
Dave Cockrum. Boom.
Which is weird because I have it right back here.
Yeah.
I can look it up.
Hey, Ian, if you don't want that Howard Duck 14, Metarog's looking for it.
All right, let me write it down. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's why. Wrong camera I'm grabbing.
Yeah, you better grab it soon, Metarog, before I decide to start collecting Howard the Duck. Because you know how it goes. I think I'm going to keep that annual, though. I hope you have that already. I don't know why I'm putting the stickies away. Apparently, they're getting some good use. Samurai Cat. Yes, I got it. Toxic Avenger number 2. So I now have 1 through 4. More Dark Tower. I'm going to put a Dark Tower pack together. There's going to be somebody out there that's a Stephen King Dark Tower fan. Ooh. Is this the last? This is not the last G.I. Joe. Right?
I think it's 155.
Oh, this is 144. That's cool. Yeah. The Untold
Still
Story.
Like a $15, $20 book.
Is that where Snake Eyes reveals his face for the first time? 144?
I know. I never read G.I. Joe ever.
Oh, I used to love G.I. Joe because there's his face there. I don't know if this is the first time. Somebody look it up, but it'd be bad form to interrupt my show to look it up. And here's a sequel, G.I. Joe starring Snake Eyes 145. Oh no, Cobra Commander wins. Seawood says no, it's not the last. Oh, this is a great story, right? This is like they're beating up on. I'm sorry, dude. I hope mine
Oh,
hasn't
nice.
been there for like an hour.
just making comments in the back. Oh, yeah, it's an awesome book.
So this is Dazzler wants to join the X-Men, and this is like Colossus and Wolvie are supposed to be out there to basically run her through the paces. Let me just see what you got there. I can't see that.
G.I. Joe 144, Origin of Snake Eyes, is the it's the story of his facial disfigurement and his family's death by a drunk driver who was later revealed to be the brother of Cobra Commander.
Oh my gosh. I'm shocked.
$10 book.
Yeah, nice. So that makes the pack worth the $10 I paid for it. This right here is awesome because at some point Colossus starts to feel bad for Dazzler, and Wolvie's like, no, we have to push it on and like really, and he's being kind of a dick to her. But this could just be because I like her. More Call of Duty video games. I completed the set. Call of Duty comic book issue 3. I completed the set. I've got Citizen and the Battalion 1, 2, and 3 from Thunderbolts.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, comic book athlete. Just so you said.
More Dark Tower. What is this? Ooh. This is that's pretty cool. This is a sketch cover of Tech World by William Shatner, but but it actually acknowledges X-Men. Isn't this
nice?
Isn't this an X-Men homage to a cover?
It just kind of
I think so.
Yeah, kind of looks like
is that X-Men 55?
A little bit, yeah. The green one. What's her name?
Polaris.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I just want to point out the Great Legend is here. Hello, Rob. Great to see you. More of that New Universal by Warren Ellis, and then another issue number 1. Again, and this is direct edition, so I now have direct and newsstand. I already have a copy, so I am
sweet.
Super freaking stoked. And then check this wizard out. Silver Surfer and Witchblade.
What the heck?
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
Devil's Reign. Yeah.
Someone street level with criminals versus a cosmic character.
Yeah,
Surfer will turn her into liquid meat.
It's insane.
Liquid meat.
It's insane. All right. Let's see. Sometimes I get great stuff from this guy. Sometimes I get crap. But for $5 or for $8,
there you go.
You've got that. You've got that, and
That's
you've
the
got a
whip call.
Marvel's Greatest Comics. I figured for $8, this is a bag worth going through.
So is that like your 30th copy of X-Men #1?
It's about my 20th, yeah. and I sold a few at the pop-up shop on Saturday. But I like to have at least 3 of each covered just to be safe, in case there's a flood.
Your wall's covered with them.
Yeah, I don't know what this next one is, but it's probably worth a lot because it's destroyed. Nah, not really. Double feature. Somebody did not like Cap or Iron Man, though.
It was me.
Unfortunately, Lady Fantastic's probably not going to want this skull because it's falling apart.
Ooh.
But
That's always rough.
Book Hermit is here. Book Hermit, man, I got to get over to your place and check out your garage or your basement or wherever you put it. Heroes Reborn: The Return. Don't know much about that. Another Wizard. No, it's Marvel. Just the colors of Wizard up in the corner. But check this one out. I've always liked this one. I only have a variant to this cover. Neil Gaiman's Eternals.
Ooh, yes.
Very
I read
nice.
it. I can't tell you a thing about it. I've always wanted to read
Elf Quest.
Hey, John, I know you're not there, but I was just talking about this with John. I'll send this to you if you want, so you can read it to your girls, because my kids loved reading ElfQuest with me. And don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen, because Captain America will go to war
I just filed that one.
against drugs.
So just say no.
Ooh, Guardians. Look at that cover. That is pretty sick.
Nice.
I like that. And then
I love Secret Invasion.
There's some more Secret Invasion for you.
Nice. Awesome.
It's Hasselhoff Fury.
Cole the Conqueror.
Number 2.
Love that cover.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at the back of that one too. That's really cool.
Nice.
Oh wow.
And I don't know that this is probably not the first one. This is number 1, but it's the Brotherhood, so it's probably like not the first series. But cool.
That was kind of like a spin-off off that 9/11 supersized with the heroes on it. It's like, well, we made a lot of money off that. Let's make this thing called The Call, the Brotherhood.
Clandestine number 2. What's the Delato cover? It's not that one. Where are you going? You got to speak more. Oh, the Eternals.
Was the Secret?
Oh, the Secret Invasion. Yeah, those are Delato, right? That one.
That's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think not this one. This one's got a nice crease on it too.
Oh my!
Ooh,
yeah, I've had this come through my collection 3 or 4 times. Some more Tech World. Anybody?
I have like one of those covers.
Some more Universal, Warren Ellis, and check this one out. Nice little Tarzan. Ooh. Omega 7 again with the great marker in the corner. Somebody did not like to admit that this is issue 7. I got to check the 30 cents.
I didn't pay 30 cents for this.
Marvel Now previews. This is not the one with Kamala Khan. I think that's number 4. Yeah, I already have that once.
I won her first appearance. Ooh, nice. Is that a wraparound cover?
No.
That's the death of Frankie Ray. Nova.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
It looks like a newsprint, too.
What's up, Super Rush?
Newsstand.
I think I'm in trouble. My wife just went out with the dogs. Thing, Demons of Doom.
Yes. I'm collecting that run. I love the thing. If you can't tell by my little Siggy.
Still not 337, but still very cool. Number 2 in that series now.
Hey, Super Russ.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Hey, Russ.
Fantastic Four 181. Very nice.
In Grim action.
Very nice. I've never heard of this. Fantastic 5.
Wait, Fantastic 5? Me either. I haven't heard of that one.
What are they doing there?
You know, it's like the Treacherous 3, the Fabulous 4. Getting a little bit more of these Daredevil Yellows. And I already have this whole run. The Man Without Fear.
I have that one, yeah.
It's very cool. And then X-Men. Very nice.
Another one.
Another one for anybody who's interested. Yeah, we'll hold that out for anybody who's new to the game. It shows all the individual covers.
Yep.
Boom. Before I rip it. So, guys, I got 4 more packs. I got a wife who just took the dogs out and who I told I'd be done a half hour ago. And I got many more nights. So I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow. I want to thank Mastodon, Rob Worst, Mindshift, John's Comics with Kids, everybody in the chat for being here. And if you got nothing to do tomorrow night, man, I'm going to do the same thing probably at the same time. So thank you all. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Good night.
No.
He knows he has to end the broadcast, right?
I thought so.
or it just became our channel now. Hi, everybody. Does anybody want to send him a message?